Yo, what up, guys? Today we're on Donut SMP and I have 24 hours to make as much money as possible on this brand new account. I also have vape plan loaded up, meaning I have spawner, finder, store GSP, and this shit, which is insane. There's a bunch of sugarcane, but most importantly, there's a chest here with a bunch of hoppers. I'm gonna mine all the sugarcanes, all of the observers and pistons, see how much I can make. Mining all of that got me just over 300k, which is alright, but later in the video I ended up finding a whole lot of crazy shit, so stay tuned. Alright, now from selling that entire base, I got 219k plus an efficiency 4 and breaking pickaxe, and I just RTP'd here because this is a cherry biome and people make farms here. I'm gonna go all the way down to bedrock and then I'm gonna just strip mine. So digging for so long, I finally found something. I'm not sure if it's griefed, but I guess we're gonna see. And even if it is griefed, which yeah, I think it is, I can still mine shit from here. Alright, this one's empty. Alright, this is pretty good. I can sell these for 30k. This is 20k. Holy. This is actually not too bad, but there's a bunch of loot here. So I'm gonna just dig for like 30 minutes, see if I can find anything. Been like 10 minutes and I really have not found anything. So I think I'm gonna give up and go to the end. Because in the end, you literally cannot hide your bases. And I just found one right here. I'm gonna give myself 15 minutes to RTP around in the end and see if I can find anything. And it looks like there's something right here. Oh, it's grief. I actually just found something. Look at this. It looks like some stasis chamber. Why would someone make this in the end? What's here? Dixum roller. I think this is actually some farm. These are all hoppers. Might be grief, but yeah, it's grief. I'm gonna just mine all of the observers. And boom, 500k. I'm gonna head to sleep. It's actually 5 a.m, but I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Today I have a fire plane I haven't tried before, so I'm just gonna RTP a bunch, go in free cam, look around, see if I can find anything. And it looks like I already found something down there, so let's go see what that is. Boom, look what we have here, bro. First of all, these are diamonds up here, so I'm gonna have to go mine them. And we also have a bunch of chests and barrels here. And this is obviously grief, but maybe I can still get some valuable stuff from here. I'm gonna keep RTPing for a bit and hopefully, fingers crossed, I get some good stuff. Bro, look what I just found. This kid tried hiding his chest, but he can't hide from me. Bro, it's been a few minutes and look at this, bro. This is huge. And there's something over there, so I'm gonna have to check that out and then see what that thing is. Bro, this has to be for some like YouTube video. I'm gonna start RTPing in the end and it actually seems like I found something really fast. Might be grief, but who knows. Yo, what the fuck? I just RTP'd straight to a base. This actually has so much loot. Let's make sure no one's around. Alright, so in the meantime, let me tell you my idea. So basically, ender chest go for 20k, and I can use my store GSP and search to just RTP around the world and mine ender chests. And if I sell around 200, that's $5 million. Alright, so I'm up 1.2 million and I just TP'd to this random ass place. And this doesn't seem griefed, so maybe I can get some stuff from the shulkers. Alright. Oh shit. Bro, that's fire. This is actually ungriefed. Let me see how much these go for. Pearlescent, froglight, pearlet, 40k. Holy. Alright, let me sell all these shulkers. So this is called an investing box. And this has some really good tools. Like, look at these, bro. Alright, now I'm gonna make my store GSP only show ender chests, and I have a silk touch pickaxe. So each one I mine is 20k, and you can clearly see there's a bunch of ender chests everywhere on the map. So this might actually be a method. I'm gonna give myself 20 minutes and let's see how much I can make. Alright, and time is up, and this is about 1 million worth of ender chests, because if we check, price kind of dropped, but selling them individually for like 10k a pop, I can make like 1.2 million instead of 100k. So alright, so I'm done, and I just made a fuck ton of money from that. I think around like 1 million or something like that. When 9 hours left, I had to lock in, so here's a recap of the last 2 hours. First base I found was grief, but they still had over $1 million worth of bone meal, which I sold, so that's plus 1 million. Then I kept looking for bases while x-raying for diamonds. And I found this huge sugarcane farm, which I'm pretty sure was grief, but I still mined all the sugarcane and crafted bookshelves, which I made like 4.5 million. Then after a while, I found this insane kelp farm, which at first I thought was shitty, so I just mined the hoppers and I was about to leave. Then I realized the bottom hoppers had so much shit. I'm talking 2 shulkers of blaze rods and 2 shulkers of kelp, which made me over $6 million, which got me to 12.8 million with 5 hours left. Alright, with 5 hours left, that means I have to lock in, so my next scheme is going to the nether. While looking for bases, I actually found this farm, but then I got RTP'd a few times. Oh my god. And then I came back and got RTP to the world border, which I don't know if that's a server bug or some admin, but let me know. I just found this thing, so please be some crazy fucking loot, bro. Alright, this isn't so bad. These are some lava buckets. How much does that go for? 15k. Shit. Let me just keep teleporting to the nether a little bit, and if I can't find anything, I'll go on the roof. I think this is the correct height. It should be, so please don't die. Nice. Let me make an anvil so I can put feather falling on my boots. Now I'm just gonna run and pearl and run and pearl until I hopefully find something. Oh shit, what is that? The fuck is this, bro? This is actually fully ungriefed. What is this, dude? There's some shit over here, bro. I'm gonna check this out first. I was just mining the hoppers, but when I checked one of the chests, I found out there was $600,000 worth of shulker boxes in there. And then I kept walking, and after less than 30 seconds, I found this, bro. This is actually so big. This shit is so tall I can't even see the bottom. I'm lagging so hard. I see there's a shulker down there. I didn't see that before. Let's see what that is. Nothing. All right, let me go through the portal. Holy shit, this is a huge farm. For a second, I thought it was ungriefed. This is still really impressive, bro. Let me mine these. And there's more at the top. What the fuck? And look over there, bro. There's a fucking Elder Guardian farm. Like, this is crazy. This base looks like it got griefed by a single person. This guy actually left so much. Alright, so I finished mining everything, and this is what I got. This is like 2 million worth of gold, I'm pretty sure, maybe more. Now we got this griefed prismarine Guardian farm. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything in here. These are all pretty empty. I then spent the next 40 minutes of the challenge mining prismarine bricks, since the stack goes for 150k, and that shit got me 21.4 million. Here are my transactions. Some are missing, I don't know why, but you can see I legit sold all that shit. So my plan right now is to just RTP until I'm really far away, and I think this is good. And now I'm gonna buy a riptide trident. Alright, perfect. So now I'm just gonna keep running away from 0-0. I think we found something, so let's go check that out. But why are the tridents so cheap? This should cost me 1.5 million, and it's so OP. I think this is griefed. It stopped raining, which kind of sucks, but it's fine because you can still trident from water. And what is this? I think this was a loot job, bro. Maybe I can still find stuff. This was kind of useless, but I did make 24k from that. So I'm gonna keep traveling for like 2,000 blocks and see if I can find anything. I found something. This looks like a griefed tree farm, but maybe they have some resources for me, and they do. Yo, this is nice. I guess this was supposed to be a cobblestone farm, but look how much cobblestone I have. A stack goes for 1k, but this is actually so useless. I'm gonna just sell everything back. But anyways, there's a base down here. It looks like it's griefed. I could probably make like 50k off of that. I just found this. I don't know what it is. It looks maybe like a loot drop again, or some fight. I don't know. And there's a base down here. Let's see if it has anything. Come on. Oh, it does have something. I almost missed this, but there are hoppers and some chests here, so let me see what that is. I don't think it's griefed. It doesn't seem like it. Maybe it's some trap or something. How does it work, bro? What is this? Yeah, I don't know what this dude was making. Oh, this guy has a little base, and this is empty. Let me fix his base. I can actually make a door. Boom. Yo, what is this, bro? This has to be like expensive as fuck, bro. These are worth so much. 50k for a single one, 1.4 million for a stack, bro. I'm gonna spend 740,000 on this axe. I know that might be a waste, but there's so much money right here, so I have to get this, bro. I got aqua affinity and an efficiency 5 silk touch axe. This is really fast. I thought it'd take like same time as obsidian or something. Bro, there are so many creaking hearts. I'm about to make so much money. I already have a stack and a half. That's 3.9 million profit. That's fire, dude. All right, so I sold everything, and when it all comes back, I should have $4 million of pure profit. All right, so time is pretty much up, and I finished this challenge with $25.5 million, which I think is pretty good considering I only rated bases. I didn't mine for trees, mine for anything, make farms or any of that. All I did was take what other people placed down. So I think that's a pretty fire result.